Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Hello.
sir.
Good evening to you.
Okay. Thank you. I welcome each and everyone. Let me start with last week. Last week we had to complete our topic of depreciation. And I hope there are many numbers in that should be for you to try. Those ones who attended, they gave on a clear remark on the way how numbers for depreciations are. So that was the end of depreciation. Today I'm introducing a new topic. Which we are going to look at, which is the manufacturing account. So today we are going to look at the manufacturing account. So we are just remaining with two topics, then we finish. So if I finish this one, we would have remained with partnership and accounting for non-profit organizations. So for today, let me share my screen, then we start. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start. So let me write the heading, then we see how we can start. So we are going to look at the manufacturing account. So under this topic, what exactly do we need? One is the purpose of manufacturing account. This is one. Secondly, we are going to look at elements of a manufacturing account. And from here, we are going to look at categories of inventory involved in preparation of a manufacturing account. Then lastly, we are going to look at financial statements under manufacturing accounting. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this topic, I expect everyone to go on to prepare a manufacturing account, a trading account, a statement of profit or loss, and a statement of financial position for any manufacturing company. And still, I expect, in case any company advertises which is a manufacturing company, because you already have knowledge about this, don't wait for experience, because you already have this experience from class and you can do everything. So still, I will emphasize that someone can go on and apply. So these are the things we are going to look at. This one is saying, good evening, I can't hear anything. Are you not getting me?
We are getting you.
Maybe it's the person's network.
Okay. So, Kembo, please go on to check your network. So, these are the main things they are going to ask you. We are starting with our Roman 1, which is purpose of a manufacturing account. You see, this is prepared to ascertain the total cost incurred in producing a given product for the company. So the main purpose is we are going to ascertain the total cost incurred. So we are going to ascertain the manufacturing cost. How much do we go on to incur on producing maybe 50 bags of maize flour? How much do we go on to incur on producing 2 cartons of sodas or 2,000 cartons of sodas? So the main aim is to ascertain. So we are saying it is prepared to ascertain the total cost incurred in producing a given product of a company. So that is the main purpose. We are going to look at elements of a manufacturing account. So we are going to look at elements of a manufacturing account. So one of the element is prime cost. You say this is a sum of direct costs incurred in producing quantities of a given product. So the prime costs, these are the total sum, all direct costs that you incur, all direct costs that you incur, we shall go on and ascertain them, and they will be our prime costs, and they will be our prime costs. So we are saying that element number 1 is the prime cost. So you said it is a sum of direct costs incurred in producing quantities of a given product. Let's look at direct costs. So we are going to say direct costs, these are costs that can be traced after a final product has been produced. So for example, I will give like a soda. A soda at the end, after producing 2,000 cartons of soda, you will know how many bottles, how many liters of soda, how many labels have been taken to produce the 2,000 cartons of soda. That's why we are saying these are costs that can be traced on a final product that has been produced. So we are going to say they include the following. So we start with 1 is going to be direct materials. Number 2 is direct labor. Number 3 is other direct expenses other than materials and labor. So That's why we are saying that our prime costs will be equals to direct labor, we start with direct materials plus direct labor plus other direct expenses other than materials and labor. So that is the prime cost. Therefore, it is the first item, the first computation you're going to do on a manufacturing account in order to first determine the prime cost. So this was element number 1. We are going to element number 2. We normally call it factory overhead costs. So we are saying that if direct labor, these are costs that can be traced after final product has been produced, then the factory overhead costs or indirect costs, we are going to write these are costs which cannot be traced on the final product produced. For example, I will give depreciation on a machine. When you're having a Rwenzori bottle and they ask you how much depreciation went on a machine, you cannot easily go on to tell. But what if they ask you how many bottles, how many labels, how many covers were used on a bottle? That one you can go on and you specify them. So these are indirect costs. They include the following. So we have salaries and wages. We have utilities. We have rent. We call it factory rent. What else do we have? Yes, the depreciation of machinery. So among others. So these are indirect costs as we are going to look at them. We are going to put a note. We are going to say Indirect costs are apportioned to different classes of costs as proposed by the management. We say they can either be apportioned using ratios, percentages, or fractions. So you will find some number they are telling you that salaries, the whole of it, do not go to factory wages, but rather some of it go to admin, another one go to selling and distribution. So from there, this was the second item for element of manufacturing account. We are going on the third one. The third one is number 3. Number 3 is what we call work in progress. We say this refers to the quantity of, let's say, refers to the amount of goods still under production. So this is work that is we've not yet produced. So we say this refers to the amount of goods still under production. We continue. It can either be taken as opening or closing work in progress. So this is what we shall be looking at. So you see how we've come that we have the prime costs. We are looking at different costs. We are looking at our work in progress. Then our item number 4 will be, our element number 4 will be total cost of manufactured goods. So in all whatever we are doing, we shall look at the total cost of manufactured goods, whereby we are going to say this is the sum of prime costs and factory overheads added to opening work in progress and deducted by closing work in progress. So this one summarizes all what we are going to do. We are going to get the sum of prime costs. We add the factory overheads. We shall add the opening work in progress. And we deduct our closing work in progress. We get our total cost of manufactured goods. This means here we would have fulfilled the purpose of a manufacturing account. So in whatever we are going to do, please, you need to keep these ones in mind, that I must have my prime cost, I must have my factory overhead costs, my work in progress should be identified, and the total cost of manufactured goods at the end. So we say the work in progress refers to the amount of goods still under production. We normally close the year by 30th of June for every year. So you'll find that in midnight, we are entering in a new day. You'll find a factory like Mkwano still had soap under production. So we normally value and say, how much did we have? How much quantities do we have still under production? We account for that and we take it as a closing work in progress. So this is all about the manufacturing account. We are going to look at categories of inventory under manufacturing accounting. Guys, people are funny. They might ask you, which are the following inventory must be included when finding or determining the total cost of manufactured goods, except. So you find that under section A. So please, if you had heard of it, I hope you will get it correct. So we are going to look at the categories of inventory under manufacturing account. So one is going to be opening inventory of materials. So these inventories also, you'll find that a company like Rwenzori, by the end of the year or by the beginning of the year, it had some balances of inventory, which the accountant must go on and count them. Then after you account them according to the normal accounting under manufacturing accounting. So secondly, we shall have closing inventory of materials. So we are going to say these are considered when determining the total, when determining the total cost of raw materials used to produce a certain item. So these are under materials. So the third one is going to be opening work in progress, then closing work in progress. So in progress. So also these ones, we are going to say these are accounted for by so we are saying these are accounted for by adding the opening amount of work in progress to prime cost and factory overhead costs less the closing work in progress. Yes, hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, how are you?
Hi, thank you. Kindly, pardon.
Who is this one?
Keira.
Pardon on?
Pardon on closing work in progress. These are counted by adding
Can
the
you see my screen?
Yes, but now it stopped on the way.
It is complete, sir.
It is incomplete. It stopped on the way.
Sorry. Can you see it now?
Now we see
Kaira,
it
can you
and we'll
see?
be,
I
we are
think
seeing.
We are saying
you'll need to log off. I think, okay, it's now coming.
It has come now.
we are saying that these are counted for by adding the opening amount of work in progress to prime cost and factory overhead costs less the closing work in progress. Are we together? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So that is all about the manufacturing account. Still, our requirement number the last requirement, because we've looked at the categories involved in preparation of manufacturing account. Then lastly is the financial statements prepared under manufacturing account. So that's why I was telling you guys, some people who didn't understand financial statements, you still have a chance to get them under manufacturing account, and we still have them under non-profit organizations. So we are going to look at financial statements under manufacturing accounting. So, ladies and gentlemen, nothing changes under here. The usual financial statements we prepare, they are the same statements we are going to prepare. Therefore, at this level, we prepare a statement. We prepare a statement of profit or loss. Then a statement of financial position. So, a note. The amount of finished goods inventory should not be considered in preparation of manufacturing manufacturing account, but rather the statement of profit or loss. So we are going to see, because under manufacturing account, I've told you 4 inventories: opening inventory materials, closing inventory materials, opening work in progress, closing work in progress. You will find that they are given you 3 opening balances and 3 closing balances. So we are saying here, the closing balance and opening balance of finished goods should not be considered in preparation of a manufacturing account, but rather in the statement of profit or loss. So still under our note, we shall write all closing inventory given should be taken as current assets under the statement of financial position. So that is all about manufacturing accounting under manufacturing type of business. So I welcome some of your questions. If we don't have the questions, then you can allow me to take you to the past paper numbers and we do some computations. For this, I'm going to do one. Then tomorrow, I'm introducing another topic, that is accounting for non-profit organizations. So please make sure you pay attention. Any question before we continue? Hello? Any question?
From me, no.
Okay. So let me share my question here. You see, if you have to check some of the papers, they normally bring the financial statements. There's no any paper you are going to do without such. So we are going to do May 2019, May 2019, question number 3. May 2019, question number 3. So May 2019, question number 3. As we normally do, we see the required. Prepare for Gito Limited for the year ended 31st of December 2018. 1. A statement of manufacturing cost. profit or loss. Financial position as at 31st of December 2018. I normally tell you sometimes question selection is also good, because you see a number like this one, even if time has got you, you cannot fail to get 14 out of 20 or 15 and above. Because when you do a manufacturing cost, you do your profit or loss. Even if time has got you, you can go there, you put the non-current assets, you put the current assets, and your capital will get some of the marks. So we are going to go on and do that. I told you the moment you know a number and you've seen the required, you exactly know what should be included. Because first of all, we've seen the contents of a manufacturing account that we need to look for the prime cost. How do I go to look for the prime cost? I look for my materials, I add my labor. In case there is any direct cost other than labor and material, I add it. At the end, I will get the sum of all, which will be my prime cost. From there, we said we add the overhead or factory overhead costs or the indirect costs. At the end, I add my work in progress, opening work in progress. I less my closing work in progress. I get the cost of manufactured item. I would have got my 60 max. Let's start. So remember, we should not forget our heading. This one also earns some marks. So we are going to say JITO So it was what? It was JITO Limited. JITO Limited. Now, sometimes questions asks for manufacturing account, but you need to take exactly what the question needs. They are saying that statement of manufacturing cost. So that's what we are going to write, because that's what the question wants. So we shall say statement of manufacturing cost. Down, come and check the year. For the year ended 31st of December 2018. So we say for the year ended 31st of December 2018. You look, is our question in thousand shillings? Yes, it is in thousands. It is in thousands shillings. So we come here, we write details. I put here my shillings in thousand. I put here my shillings in thousands. So I draw my table. That's how it would be. Then we start. On doing the manufacturing account, I've told you we are looking for the prime cost. When we are looking for the prime cost, we start with opening inventory of materials. So it means, you see, I've not yet read the question, but I exactly know what my question needs. I come to my question here, I look for my opening inventory, so and I can now read the question. The following trial balance was extracted from the books of Gito Limited, a manufacturer of textile materials, for the year ended 31st of December 2018. Share capital, it is that one will go to the statement of financial position. Inventory at 1st of January 2018. Materials, it is 5,400. Therefore, I come here, I write my 5,400. I finish this. Remember what we are doing here. We said that we said that we are going to determine the total cost of each. They are called direct costs. Remember, there is what we call cost of sale. If you want to get the cost of each item, what do? You get the openings, you add the purchases, you less the closings. Still, when you reach level 2 MDC, you are going to find these ones, whereby some people find it as a challenge. You find they have given you the cost, they have given you the opening and closing, but they have not given you the purchases for the year. So you use the given information to go on to determine. You use the given information to go on to determine the purchases for the year, as we could do under incomplete records. So what we are going to do here, we are going to add purchases of materials. I come to my question. I check. Do I have purchases of materials? So you check. Where here we have work in progress, rolls of finished textiles. We have plant and machinery at cost, delivery truck at cost, accumulated depreciation, bank balance. Here we have purchase of raw materials. So this one we are going to take it, which is 915,800. I therefore come to my workings. I write 915,800. The formula of cost of sales tells us that if we have any returns, we go on and remove them. We need to check in. Do we have any returns? We less them. Do we have any damages? We less them. Let's check in our question. I hope we are together here.
Yes.
Okay. So we come to our question. When you come to your question, we had reached on purchases. So you see we have utilities, salaries, factory labor, trade show exhibition expenses, rent and rates, sales, general office expenses, then trade, receivables and payables. So we don't have any returns, but still you need to read the addition information to check if we have returns there. I start with my Roman number 1 under addition information. Rent and rates paid for the year, for the period of 1st of January 2018 to 31st of March 2019, while utilities of 4.8 was outstanding by the end of the year. Rent and rates accrue evenly throughout the year. So you see that note number 1, that one, we don't need it at this time. I'm going to note number 2. Cotton bales bought at shillings. Cotton bales bought at shillings 25.6 million, included in purchases, were stained by smoke during a fire outbreak and subsequently sold at 10 million This entire transaction has not been accounted for in the books of accounts. They have not yet recorded it under the books of accounts. So you see the way how I could take my lectures. I could not teach this topic before I teach errors and omissions, then inventory. Because you cannot go on to do a number like this if you've not studied this. So I'm going to come under my workings. Here, I write workings. So this was an error of omission. A transaction is totally omitted out of the books of accounts. So therefore, we are going to do this. We are going to say determination of damaged inventory. This is not necessary, but I'm going to write it. IAS 2 prescribes that inventory is measured at inventory is measured at a cost or value. So therefore, I draw my table, I show my details, I show my cost, I show my net realizable value. Then here I can show my closing balance. You can do it in another way, not even in a table form, but I've done it in a table form for all of us to understand. So that is how it would be. So under my details, I will say inventory. I want to show you. My question is saying inventory of 256. I come under my workings, under the cost inventory of 25.6. This was the cost of inventory. I come included in purchases were stained by smoke during a fire outbreak and subsequently sold at 10 million. So I come under my workings. I show that the inventory that I would have sold, that the inventory that I bought at 25, they are now giving me 10. So therefore, this one now, let me make it damaged stock. So my damaged stock is going to be this minus this. So my damaged stock is 15.6. Are we together? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So what are we going to do? You remember what I told you under inventory. How am I going to account for this? So my 15.6, I will, let me write it here, less 15.6. So we shall say less 25.6 on purchases. That is what we shall do, because they are telling us that we sold all at 10 million. So we are saying less 25.6 on purchases, then take 10. Guys, this one is just for class purposes, but when you know it, for you in an exam, you go on to do exactly what you know to save time. But for classes, I just want you to understand. So we are saying take 10 million as other incomes. Then less 25.6 from closing inventory of materials. Lastly, add 10 million to cash or bank in financial position. So this is what we are going to do. So therefore, look at the purchases that we had bought of 900 and this. They are saying that we are going to come here, we say less damaged cotton bales. Of how much? Side it is 25,600 because they're in thousands. So I've also considered my note 2, my note 3. When I come to my note 4, it is giving me
Excuse me,
that.
sir.
Yes.
Me? Mr. Edig,
Yes.
it's like you have computed and the damaged stock has come up as 15.6. So why are we taking 25.6 now?
Let me explain this. We are saying that the purchases maybe what I've not considered to write here. I'm saying that the inventory of 25, when we go to sell, we are selling it at 10. So the damaged stock I've told you it is how much? It is 15.6. How are we going to account for this? Down had not written it. We are saying that less 25.6 on purchases. We are together?
Yes.
That one we have left it. Because remember, they have told us they have not taken it into consideration. So what we are saying that out of this one, the 25, the whole of it was damaged stock. When it was damaged stock, what we realized was 10. Remember, sales come from what? From purchases. That's why I'm telling you, from these total purchases, what we do, we come and remove the 25.6. Then when we come to our expenses down, what will we reduce? We shall reduce the 15.6 as our damages, which will be an expense for the year, which had not written here. So let's 15.6 as an operating expense. We are together?
Yes.
So we shall see it also down. Why I'm taking the 25? Because the 25, all of it was damaged and I sold it off. So it means my purchases for the year should reduce. Are we together?
Yes.
So let's continue. Let's continue. We are saying from there, in case you don't have any returns, we go on to less our closing inventory. So I will come here and I less what? I less my closing inventory. So we say less closing inventory. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Hello? Hello? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
but we can't see your screen.
Yes?
We can hear you.
But what? The screen?
Yes, has disappeared.
Has it come back?
Not yet.
Eh,
It has come.
Sorry. You
It
can
has
see
come.
it?
Yes.
Okay. On correction on what Kihembo was saying, for our damaged stock, we are going to take what? We are going to take, for our damaged stock, we are going to take 15, which will be reduced from our purchases. Then we are going to take 15, which will be damaged from our purchases here. Then at the end, we shall also consider it as an expense. Then the other 10 will be taken as our additional incomes. So here, we are not taking 25, but rather 15,600. Sorry about that. So we add our closing inventory. Our closing inventory, when you check, it is on note number 4, which is inventory is at 31st of December 2018. You see, we have raw materials 30,000. So we come under our workings, we put our 30,000. So I put here my 30,000. It means
Are we
if
adding or lessing?
we are lessing. So it means to get the cost, please, when I do a mistake, please go on to correct me, because we are going to do the statement of financial position, and any wrong figure may affect it. Cost of materials. So the cost of materials, I'm going to post it to the other side. It is 50 plus 915,800 minus this, still minus this one. I'm getting 926,600. Are we together? Yes? Hello?
So we are completing.
Yes.
So that will be our cost of manufactured goods. So from there, we are going to add direct labor cost. So from our question, what is our direct labor cost? If you were to check, do we have there direct labor? Yes? Guys, can you all see the question?
I'm seeing factory labor at 141,600.
As 141,600. Let's see in our addition information. They are telling us on note number 3, included in the factory labor is 21.6 million in wages advanced to 10 factory workers. So they are saying that this amount had not been recovered at the end of the year. 5.6 of the factory labor relates to direct costs, and the balance relates to overhead costs. Remember, fraction is 6 out of 6. Therefore, they are telling us that the 21.6 of this amount is still outstanding. So it means we gave some advances to people, but they have not yet worked for us. It means we must go on and reduce this amount. Then we multiply, we get our total direct labor. I will come and I do it from here. They are telling me it is 5 divided by 6 times 5 divided by 6 times we open. Who is that one? Yes? Guys, when you're doing your own stuff, please go on and mute because you disorganize other people. So we are saying that we get 5 over 6 times, we open brackets, times what? Times the factory cost here, which is how much? Which is 41,600 for 141,600 minus 21,600. I close the brackets. I get my answer as 100,000. Do we all know where we've got the 100,000? I don't want to leave anyone behind. Yes?
Please just do it for me again.
We said direct labor cost. The question is saying, note number 3, included in this amount of 141,600 is labor of 21.6 million in wages advanced to 10 factory workers during the year. This amount had not been recovered at the end of the year. Yes, we had included this man as salaries, but as wages, but these people have not worked for it. So it means we must go on and do what? And less them. So what we are saying, you get this 141,600 minus 21,600 times this fraction to get the 100,000. When you come here to our workings, if you can see my screen on the formula bar, I'm saying it is 5 divided by 6 multiplied by brackets. 141,600 minus 21,600, I'm getting 100,000. Are we together?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. So from there, we checked our question in case we have any other direct expense. But when we check, I think we don't have it. If it's not there, you leave it. So we come here, what we get, we said prime cost is the sum of direct costs. So we are going to get our prime cost. My prime cost is this plus this. So I'm getting 120, 600. So After getting this, what do I go on to do? This is what I do. I come under here, we say we are going to add, factory. We are going to add factory over so we are going to add our factory overhead cost. What is our factory overhead cost? These ones are many. One, I will start with my factory wages. My factory wages, they have told me still equals to 1 divided by 5 multiplied by open brackets 141,600 minus 100. I close my bracket. I get 24,000.
Isn't it 1
Yes.
divided by 6?
What did I do? Yes, 1 divided by 6. Thank you. So we get 20,000. Okay. Are we
Yes.
together?
Yes.
Okay. Let's continue. You come and check. You come and check. When you still check, you see here I have plant and machinery at cost. But remember, when I was explaining to you, I told you some of the items here of factory overhead costs. We have depreciation of machinery. So it means we say depreciation of plant and machinery. So what do they say? What does the question say on plant and machinery? You come and check. You see plant and machinery is how much? 700, but it has accumulated depreciation of 19,200. Then you go on to the additional information to check. Look at our additional information. It is 10% on cost. So we said depreciation, when you're given the depreciation rate, it is that one times the cost, and our cost is 700. Yes?
Sir,
Yes?
you need those guys in the background.
So we are saying it is 10% on cost. So we come and say depreciation on plant and machinery equals to 0.1. 0.1 multiplied by 700,000. I get my 70,000. Hope I'm clear on depreciation. Okay? Are we together?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's continue. We still got our question. We are seeing balances, purchase of salaries, what. So when you reach at this stage, remember here, you cannot easily specify which one is selling and administration, which one is the factory overheads, which one is administration expenses, until the question specifies for you that this one is this and this one is this. For example, if I go back here, look at my last, look at my, where I wrote that these ones needs to be what? Apportioned. Where did I write it? So we said that these ones need to be apportioned according to the three classes: factory overheads, selling and distribution, then admin costs. So what you do, the moment you reach at this stage, what should come into your mind? Go to the additional information on these percentages here. You look, there are only three things that they have apportioned. We have utilities. So I'm going to start with utilities. I come here, under my workings here, I write utilities. Utilities, they are telling me that the factory takes 70% of utilities. The other one takes 0.15. This one is not given. So since they are in points, you just add them. You get, when we reach office and distribution, if you want to get for here, you get 1 minus 0.7 minus 0.15 to get for office and distribution. So from here, let's see, do we have anything in additional information that talks about utilities? Let's see. They are telling me that rent and rates had been paid for the period of January 2018 to 30th of March 2019. We shall look at that when we reach at rent, but at this time we own utilities. Utilities of 4.8 million was outstanding by the year end. So they say rent and utilities accrue throughout the year. So how do we go on to account for this? Remember, when you look here at our trial balance, this is what we had so far used. So you see utilities, it is 50,400. What do we do in accounting if we have outstanding balances for the year? We go on and add them on the balances that we have had. So we shall come here . So we shall come down here under my workings. I show this is working. I name it to, so I can call it utilities. So under utilities, they are telling me I can put even here details. I put here debit in shillings, thousands, also credit in shillings, thousands. So I just do my small cut table. I start. balance brought down. So during the year, how much did we have? Yes. When you check, our utilities is how much? 50,400. So we come here, we show here that it is 50,400. So they are telling us that during the year, this one was still an expense for the year. We have used it, but we had not yet paid for this amount. So we come still here, we say expense for the year so our expense for the year, it is how much? 4,800. So if it is 4,800, remember we don't have anything, we want to get our total. So when we get our totals, we are getting how much? We add this plus this. Am I clear?
No, we can't see what you're doing. The screen is quarter.
You can't see what? Yes?
The screen is quarter. Some of the things have disappeared.
Really?
Me, I
Can you
can
see it
see.
now? So I don't know, maybe the network. Can you see it now?
Yes, but it is quarter.
How is it quarter?
For me, I can see the whole thing. I don't know.
Yes? Is the screen okay?
But right now we are not seeing it.
Oh,
Can you see it now?
Yes.
yes, you can see.
Okay, so from here, not to waste time, you compute all the three things from here so that next time when you're looking for something, you just come from here and you go on to pick it. So this is my total, but under my total, I have three classifications. I have factory, I have admin, I have selling. Let me stop for you can rate it all selling and distribution. They have told me that for the factory, it is 0.7. I multiply by this, I get this one. I go to this one. They have told me it will be 0.15. I multiply by the total, I get this one. I come to my selling and distribution. Still, for example, there was one that is missing. But remember, when you get 1 minus 0.7 minus 0.15, the answer is 0.15. So still it will be 0.15 multiplied by 55,200. So still it will be 8280. So we all know how we've got our utilities amount, okay? Hope I'm good to go. Yes.
So pardon for me. Briefly.
On what?
From the factory admin and selling.
We said we have 50, which is given. When you add the outstanding, they have used it, but we had not yet paid. It gives us 55,200, okay?
Yes.
Look at our question. The question is saying that down, the company apportioned their cost as follows: utilities 0.7, selling and distribution 1.5. So when you add 0.7 to 1.5, you get 8.15. When you get 1 on your calculator minus 0.15, you will get what? A 0.15 still here. Hope I'm clear there.
Yes.
Okay. So in our workings, we said get 0.7 times this one, 1.05 times this one, 1.05 times this one to get these values.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what we do, we still come here. When we come here, we are going to take, you show that it is working too. We said it is 38,640. So that one is done. I go to my rent. So my rent still, I will leave it at working too. I write here rent. I draw my table up here. Let me copy this. So this is what we would do. So we go on rent. When you check our rent, opening balance, so rent, what is rent? 120,000. So rent is an expense, whereby we come here, we say balance brought down 120,000. Remember, included in the rent is 21,000,000.6 that we had given to these people, and they have not yet paid us. This one we call what? We call it prepaid rent. So I will come here, I write prepaid rent. My prepaid rent will be what? 21,600. Is it what we've done? Sorry. They are saying that no, this one was not for the factory rent. It is on note number 1. So that done some mistake. Rent and rates had been paid for the first of January 2018 to 31st of March 2019. Yes. Sorry for that. So we had paid this one. When you count from January to December, these ones are 12 months. when you check, they are telling us up to 31st of March. So we have other extra 3 months. So we are going to get the 120,000 . So if we want to get our prepaid rent, what do? We get 120,000 multiplied by 3 divided by 15. I'm getting 24,000. Am I clear there?
Pardon.
We are saying the rent we paid is 120,000, but the question is saying rent and rates had been paid for the period from January 2018 to 30th of March 2019. We said we must close accounts by every year end. Any information going to the next year should be included in the financial information for the next year. So we are seeing here we still have the excess of 3 months we paid, but we are not going to use it in this month. Therefore, we are saying that when we count from January to December, they are 12. When you add January next year to March, those are 15 months. To get the prepaid rent, remember there are 3 months that we've not yet paid. We come here, we get the total amount we paid times 3 out of the 15 months we've paid. I get the 24,000. I think I've answered you. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So now it means our rent for the year is how much? It is this one minus this one. We have 96. What does the question say about rent on apportioning? So I bring these ones here. Let's see the question, what the question say about rent. They are saying that factory takes 60%, 20%, 20%. So we come here, we say equals to this one times 0.4. I get that. I say here, still 96,000 times 0.2. I get that. I come here, I say 96 still multiplied by 0.2. I get that. Hope are we good to go?
Is rent at 0.4 or 0.7? I mean factory.
Don't you see rent 0. It is
0.6,
rent
yeah.
under factory, it is 60%, 20%, and 20%.
I've seen.
Okay. So we go here. We write.
Excuse me.
Yes.
For the factor on rent, have we got 60% of the 96,000?
Let's go there. Sorry, we had got what? 0.4. Thank you. It is 0.6.
That one.
Thank you. So we come rent and rates. Please, in case I've made a mistake on some computations, you need to advise, then we see what to do. So we are saying rent and rates, it is 57,600. So we write 57,600. Also, we have already apportioned the rent expense. So that's how we could go on to do it. We got item number 3. Item number 3 is salaries. Did they say anything about salaries? Yes? Do we have any information about salaries? Yes?
I'm not seeing any information about salaries, so we can take them as they are.
So we don't have any information as salaries. Therefore, we can take them as they are. So we come under here, finish everything. Still, we say it will be working number 2. We call them salaries. So you just come, bring factory, what, everything. We put them here and our salaries. Let's see what the question says. 10, 70, and 20. So salaries is 4,800. So we come here under factory, we say 0.1 times 4,800. I get 480. I come still. The second one is 0.7 multiplied by 4,800. I get that. I come here, still it will be equals to 0.2 multiplied by 4. It is 4,800. Yes, is it like that? When we add, yes, it is giving us 4,800. So what we do, we also take the salaries under our workings. So we come here up, we write salaries. For factories, how much? 4080. Still, you show the examiner that this is working number 2. We come here, we show that it is 40. Are we together?
Yes.
Okay. Lastly, we said we still have one indirect expense that we are going to take. You see these damaged cotton bales. We go on to reduce them from here because it was reducing our expenses. Sorry, it was reducing our purchases. Still, we are going to consider it as an expense because we got nothing from it. So we say damaged cotton bales. We said we take the 15,600. So from there, We can add these ones also. People, you also add. We see what we can get.
I have a question.
Yes.
There is where they are saying
Hmm.
5 out of 6 of factory labor relates to direct costs and the balance relates to factory overheads.
We are not
So
taking
are we
that.
supposed to include that one in the factory overheads?
Yes. On note number. Note number 3.
Yes.
Had we computed it? I think we had computed it up. So let me put it here. Factory. Thank you. Factory labor. So for our factory labor, it is going to be what? One over 6. Okay. Multiply by brackets. Remember the question was saying 141,600. So we say multiply by 141,600 minus what? Minus the 21,600. So I'm getting 20,000. Okay. Please mute. So we are getting 20,000 on the factory labor. We had left that because our question was saying that
Excuse
if
me,
5
sir.
out of 6, yes.
Yeah, I'm requesting you to pardon me where we've got the 4080 on salaries on working too.
On working too.
Yes.
Our salaries is here 448.
Mm,
Have you seen this one? 4,800.
yes.
It is the salaries, the
Yes.
amount given. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We came here under factory.
Yes.
0.1, which is 10% times 4,800. What do we get? 48.
Yes.
Hmm.
Then the
Admin
admin
is 0.7 times 4,800.
Yes. Then the selling is 0.2
times 4,800.
times 4,800.
I'm getting
Yeah.
8160.
8160. Then we compute all the total. We add all.
No, we don't add all because what we need when you add all, it will give you 4,800.
Mm.
We are not interested in the total, but rather the apportionments.
Yes.
So we came here. Salaries, we took 4,080.
Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Then we have damaged cotton bales, we have taken it. Then lastly, what we had forgotten is the factory labor. From there, we go on to add. When we add, people, you also add in order we get the same amount.
Excuse me, Edgar.
Yes.
Me, I'm getting 20,000.
You're getting what?
On the factory labor, I'm getting 24,000. I don't know how you computed it, maybe.
On the factory labor? How?
When you get
We are getting
141,600 minus 21,600,
you get how much?
I get 120,000. Then times, isn't it 0.2?
It is 1/6. 1/6 is 0.2.
I think so. It's what I've got. Maybe you can repeat and I see where I've done the mistake.
We said equals, okay? Equals, let me use brackets. 141,600 minus 21,600. I close brackets times 1 divided by 6.
It's 20,000.
I'm getting 20,000. Are you all? Is it what you're getting?
20,000.
20,000. Yes. So if we are getting 20,000, any other thing that we have left? Yes. So it's not there. We get some. Why? I'm getting 225,920.
Yes.
Is it what you're getting?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
down what do we say? We add opening work in progress. How much is our opening work in progress? Let's check. Up at the beginning of the question, opening work in progress is at 3,600. So we go on here to write our 33,600. Still, we go on to less. Our closing work in progress. How much is our closing work in progress? Closing balances are ever given in addition information. You see here, work in progress as at 31st of December 2018, it is 13,200. So we come here, we write 13,200. From there, we get cost of manufactured goods. Some people can sometimes call it cost of production, any. So here what we do, We get this plus this plus this. We less the closing. I'm getting 1,266,920. Are we together? So this is the total cost of our manufactured goods.
Ah,
Yes,
what do we add to get the cost of manufactured goods?
we said down here, you see our note for total cost of manufactured goods. Can you see my screen?
I can see it is the sum of the prime cost and the factory
Mhm.
overhead added to the work in progress, the opening work in progress, and
Mhm.
deducted by closing work in progress. Okay,
Mm.
I now get it.
This is what we had done.
Thank you.
Okay. So we come. So we said here, we add this. Let me repeat it for some. We add this. We add our factory labor. We add our work in progress. Then we less our closing work in progress. Are we getting the same figures?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the cost of manufactured goods. What we do, we go to question number 2, which is our B, profit or loss statement.
There is some concern in the message section.
Someone is asking, isn't the factory labor the same as the factory wages? It depends on the way how the question has been asked, Patience. Because when you see, they are telling us that included in the factory labor is shillings 21.6 million in wages advanced to 10 factory workers. So your question is factory labor the same as factory wages? It is the same, but the question tells you that in this one, we had direct labor and indirect labor in the same cost. So therefore, we went on to apportion them. What was direct has been taken as direct, and what is indirect has been taken as indirect. When you come here at our workings, you see we have here direct labor cost. So this one, which is part of the factory labor, it was direct. I've taken it. When you come down, the one we computed the factory labor of 20,000, which is 1/6. We've also taken it because the question was, clearly specifying to you that part of it is direct and the other one is indirect. But in case, the good thing with the numbers of manufacturing account, they will exactly tell you where each item belongs. So for this reason, it was the same, but classified into two, direct and indirect. Hope I've answered her. Okay?
I think confusion. Okay.
It is what?
I think why she asked that, we calculated twice under factory wages. It was the same formula. 1 divided by 6 times 141,600 minus 21,600, giving us 20,000. It was the same.
Here under salaries and wages.
Okay, we wrote it as factory wages.
Where?
You check under factory overheads.
So it means we had written it 2 times.
Yes.
So which is wrong because we had already taken it up. So it means one shouldn't be there. Sorry about that. Don't you see we have 20,000 times 2?
There are 2.
So one must be, we need to remove 1.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We continue. So our cost of manufactured goods comes to 1,246,920. Okay? Are we good to continue now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going down here. I'm going to write Jito. Limited. It's a statement of profit or loss for the year ended 31st December 2018. Details. Shillings. Should not forget our thousands. Thousands. So from here, we know what we start with. We start with our sales. You come to your question. You check what is your sales. How much is your sales? People, do we all have this question? How much is our sales?
$1,030,000.
1,030,000. Okay. So we come here. We write 1,030,000. Now, one can either take the 10 million we sold this 10 million. One can either take this 10 million we sold under damaged stock as sales, or you take them under other income. So, for the reason what we had done up, you see, For us, our damaged stock is 15,600. Therefore, sale of the items we had of 10 million, we are going to consider it as additional sales, not as other incomes as I had said. So you come and say add additional cotton bales sales of how much? Of 10,000. So we get total sales of this plus this. Another person could have taken sales, still goes on to add this one under other incomes, still we shall get the same answer. So after getting sales, we go to less cost of sales. Please, can someone mute? So we less cost of sales, whereby I need you to remember my last note. My last notes. The amount of finished goods inventory should not be considered in the preparation of manufacturing account, but rather profit or loss. Therefore, we are saying that closing inventory equals under manufacturing accounting equals to opening inventory of finished goods. Do we have it? Check our question. Look here. Opening materials, opening rolls of finished textile materials. It is 55,200. I come here, I write my 55,200. I add. What do we add? People, what do we add?
Add purchases.
We add purchases, but under manufacturing account, what we add is cost of manufactured goods. This means that in case you failed up, still here when you put the wrong amount, it will be wrong, which will affect our profit. So it is 1246, 1246, 920. So that is the cost of manufactured goods, which we shall take as our purchases. We are together? We less our closing inventory. When we less our closing inventory, how much is our closing inventory? You check here under note 4, rolls of finished goods textile, which is 25,200. We come, rate closing inventory of finished goods. Closing inventory of finished goods is 25,200. So we come here, we rate 25,200. When we put our 25,200, from there, we don't have any other thing. We get this, we add this. Sorry, down. Here we shall get our cost of sales. Our cost of sales, therefore, it is this plus this minus this. I get 1,276,920. After getting this, what do? I get my gross profit. My gross profit will be this minus this. So it is not a gross profit, but rather gross loss. We are together?
Yes.
So we add our operating expenses. So when we add our operating expenses, remember under this topic, we classify them. I'm going to start with the administration costs. I already have them. So my administration costs, you look, we have utilities. So I write here utilities. I have rent. Then I have salaries. How much do we have in rent, in utilities? 8280. I put here my 8280. What do we have in rent? 19200. And lastly, in salaries, it is 25,88560. So that is my administration expenses. But still under admin, we have other items we need to check in our question and see. Let's see. We have delivery truck at cost. So we need to compute the depreciation of delivery truck, which will go under admin expenses. We come here, we write depreciation of delivery truck. So you come and see the question is telling us that we will depreciate it at reducing balance of 25%. So we come here, we say depreciation of delivery truck will be equals to, we open brackets, you take the cost of how much? 60,000. So we come
Excuse
here.
me, sir.
Yes.
Kinda take me to your working of salaries. I want to check some figure.
It's here.
Okay, I've seen.
Okay. So we say depreciation of delivery truck will be equals to, we say the open brackets, cost 60,000 minus accumulated depreciation. How much is our accumulated depreciation? 15,000. So we come here, minus 15,000, close brackets, multiply by 0.25. I'm getting 11,250. I don't know if you've also got that. Yes?
Proceed.
Okay. We come and check. We have a trade check. So we have general office expenses. This was not apportioned, therefore we are going to take it under admin expenses. So we come and write here general expenses. This is general office expense. This is how much? 21,600. Come here, we write 21,600. That one is done. Still
Delivery truck. At 5 on reducing balance.
Am I the only one who has lost you?
Hello. We're still waiting. I don't know where Sir has gone.
Okay, let's wait and see.
Okay.
Somebody.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, my network had gone off. So we had finished our administration expenses. Please mute. We had finished our administration expenses, so we go on and add them. So when we add them, guys, you also keep adding. We see if we can get the same figures. I'm getting 88, 890. Confirm if it is the one, then we can continue.
But your screen has gone off.
So I'm getting 88, 890. Can you see it now?
Yes, the figure is okay.
Okay, thank you. So from there, we go on to selling and distribution. So under selling and distribution, still we shall take these ones. We have utilities, rent, and salaries. We first get those ones. How much is? Here it is 8280. So utilities is 8280. Rent is how much?
200.
19,200. 19,200. Then salaries is 8,160. So from there, do you have any other selling and distribution? We come to our question. You see trade show exhibition expenses, 3,400. We take it also here. So trade show exhibition expenses is 3,400. Do we have any other thing?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Wasn't the delivery truck supposed to be under the selling and distribution?
What did we say? Depreciation is an admin expense. Okay. Are we together?
Yes.
Depreciation is an admin expense. So the depreciation expense for delivery should still be under where? Should still be under administration expenses. Because
Okay.
it is the admin managing that.
All right.
Okay, so do we still have any other thing? Let's check. So when you check, most of the things have been completed. So here also, we add these figures. You also add 8280 plus 19200 plus 8160 plus 3400. I'm getting 39,040. Are we together?
Yes, the figure is okay.
Okay, the figure is okay. We go on to get our net loss. For you there, you are going to put it in brackets. Me here will have a negative figure. I will get this, still minus this, still minus this one. I'm getting a loss of 364,850. I put this one in bold form. You that side, it will be in brackets. In accounting, we don't show negatives. Okay. We continue. You are still confirming?
We can it's okay. The figure is fine.
The figure is fine. Okay.
Proceed.
Yes? Yes, Sandra.
I'm like, we proceed.
Okay. So we are going to go on the last question, which is accounting, sorry, financial position as at 31st of December 2018. So we come, we say, Jito Limited financial position down as at 31st of December 2018. Details. Cost. Accumulated depreciation then we have net book value. All our figures are in shillings, thousands, all in shillings, thousands, all in shillings, thousands. So we do this, we draw our table as usual. We normally know what to put in. We start with non-current assets. So I'm going to write here non-current assets. Now, guys, people have started running. So at this time, you already know your non-current assets, whereby you have plant and machinery and delivery van. So we come down to write plant and machinery, then down delivery van. So from there, plant and machinery, we go pick their cost. When you check here, plant and machinery cost is how much? 700,000, and this one 60. So we write 700,000, and this one is 60,000. Our accumulated depreciation, when you check, assumed depreciation for plant is 19,200. So we come here under workings, we say equals to 19,200 plus how much was our depreciation? You see, the accumulated depreciation for plant and machinery, we had computed for the depreciation for the year, it is 70,000. So we come here, we say plus 70,000, giving us 89,200. We go to delivery van accumulated depreciation. It was equals to 15,000 plus. We check the accumulated depreciation for the depreciation for delivery van is 11,250. I come here, I say 11,250. I'm getting 26,250. Then to get our net book value, we get 700 minus 89,200. I get 610,800. I also get 60,000 minus 26,250. I get my 33,750. I go to my current. My current assets. So under my current assets, what do I have? We need to check. So my current assets, you see I have my bank balance of 6,000. So I come, I write the bank. It is how much? 6,000. But it is on credit. So it means it's not an asset, but rather a liability. It is a bank overdraft because it is on credit. But remember, they are telling us that during the year, they said that the stand, these ones were sold 10 million. So it means what we can do, we can either call this one cash or still it becomes bank. What we shall do, since we had an overdraft, let me do it here. Our bank amount is going to be the 10 million we received minus the overdraft of 6,000. I get my 4,000. Am I clear on the 4,000?
No.
Yes?
Pardon,
You're
sir.
breaking. Yes?
No.
Pardon.
I'm
Beg
saying,
your pardon.
look, my bank had, when you look at the equation, My bank has a negative balance of 6 million, okay?
Yes.
They are telling me during the year, I sold the 10 million, but they didn't tell me either cash or bank. But since I'm only having bank, I'm going to consider it to be a bank transaction. So I said, if I'm getting 10 and they're demanding me 6, it means when I get 10 minus 6, still my amount on the bank will remain as 4 million. Am I clear there?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm done with my bank. So I go to my inventories 1. When you read under here, I told you all closing inventory should be taken as current assets under the statement of financial position. So I come, we write here under closing inventory. I write my closing inventory. Down I have materials. I have work in progress. Then I have finished goods. I come and I check how much was my closing inventory balance here. My raw materials, it is how much? It is 30,000. But out of 30,000, during the year, 15.6 got damaged. Okay? Is it? 15.6 got damaged and 10 were sold. So it means we are going to get 30. We less what? We are going to get 30 minus 25.6. Are we together? Guys, am I clear there? We have 30. Yes?
Yes.
We have 30 minus 25,600. I'm getting 4,400. We got work in progress. It didn't have any information. So I come. I come to my work in progress. It is 13,200. So we come here. We write 13,200. We go to our finished stock. It is how much? 25,200. We take 25,200. What else do we have? Check your question. We have, after closing inventories, we have here trade payables of 63,000. So we come under workings, we write our trade payables of how much? 63,000. What else do we have? We had prepaid rent. In bracket, working 2. Prepaid rent is how much? $24,000. thousand. Have you seen that?
Yes, it's 24,000.
24,000. So we come here, we put our 24,000. What else do we have? Yes. Included in factory labor is 21.6, which factory labor guys have not worked for it. So also factory, it is prepaid factory labor. It is how much? 21,600. Okay. What else do we have? Yes.
Are we supposed to have trade payables or trade receivables?
What did I write?
Payables.
Receivables, not payables. Receivables of 63 million. So what else do we have? You check the question. Inventory done. Bank done. So our prepayments are done. Maybe if there is any other thing. Yes. Do you have any other thing?
No.
Okay, so we go on and get the totals here. So when we get our totals, we get our total assets. Still, my question is on inventory here for materials. Are we supposed to remove the 25,600, or we are not supposed to take that?
Yeah, I thought that was the entire closing material given.
After removing, because they are saying that the cotton bales bought at 25,600 included in the purchases were stained by smoke during a fire outbreak, subsequently sold at 10 million. This entire transaction has not been recorded in the books of accounts. So it means by the moment they made the closing stock, this one they had already accounted for it, whereby though they had not yet taken it into the books of accounts, it means they had already removed this one from our stock. Okay? So it means we are not going to remove the 25,600 from the 30,000. Yes? Is there someone with any suggestion? Hello?
Sammy, no.
In case they could have said included in the closing stock is cotton belts of this one, but they had said in this question, it is under purchases. Therefore, the 25,600, what we had done here to get the 44,000 is wrong. We are not supposed to less the 25,600 because when the year was ending, they had already considered this one under the cost of under purchase is not the closing inventory. So we are not going to take that. So therefore, our total assets are going to be 791,800. That is total assets. If there is no any question, I think we can go on and continue. Yes? So from here, we are going to equity and liabilities. So under equity and liabilities, what do we start with? Yes? Guys, are we together? Under equity and liabilities, what do we start with? You seem tired. We
Further
start with
capital.
share capital. So we come here, we write share capital. So our share capital is how much? Is, let me copy it. Our share capital is 1,096,800. What do? We add retained earnings in case we have them. We go and check our question. I think we don't have any retained earnings apart from our loss. So we say net loss. Our net loss is how much? Yes. What is our net loss? 364. 850. I'll put it in a bracket. So from there, if we don't have anything, we just add these two and we take it to this side. So far I have that. We come to our liabilities. Our liabilities, I'm going to start with trade payables. How much is my trade payable? $88,800. So we come 88,800. What else?
Overdraft.
Overdraft, you remember what we said? You had an overdraft of 6,000, but during the year you received 10 million. So when you get 10 minus the negative balance you had on the bank will remain with 4 up here. You remember that?
Okay.
Okay, so we had in our addition information here, you see, well, utilities of 4.8 were still outstanding during the year. So we say outstanding utilities of how much? 4,800. Do we have any other? When you check in our question, I think all has been considered. All are done. So we add this plus this, we get 93,600. Therefore, we go on to get our what? Our total equity and liabilities. Which will be to this plus this. So
Sir,
where have we missed?
our total assets, your answer is wrong. Because
My
for me,
total asset.
me when I added, I got to 550.
You got how many?
825, 550. I was actually wondering where you got 791 from. Maybe let's first add the
Total
current
assets is this one plus this plus this. Okay, yeah. So it is 825,550. That's why I told you we need to keep all adding, because at the end you had seen that it has failed to balance because of wrong additions. Thank you. So it is balancing 25, 825,550, 825,550. Okay. Are we at par, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So for today, I hope let's stop from here. This is the end of manufacturing. Maybe if there is any other question before we close, I welcome it. Karamage, any question?
No.
Okay. Any question, guys?
From me, no.
Okay, thank you. We meet tomorrow in accounting for non-profit organization. Have a blessed night.
Them too.
Same to you.